Hello, welcome back. So Corsair Leader is here. There's the rule book right over there. I have not looked at the rule book yet. I am dedicated to finishing this first because I know as soon as I start looking at that rule book, I'll never get this done. I have 3 days left. I'm hoping to wrap those up tonight. You may see me stop the video at appropriate times just so I can do things quicker. At this point, you've seen everything you're going to see with the game. It doesn't mean we're not going to try to finish this, but what I'm trying to help out with is that the most time-consuming part of the game is also, in my opinion, the most fun, and that's when you're equipping your different pilots with the munitions. Obviously, doing it with one hand takes longer, but we're sitting in a situation where we have 34 victory points. That is currently a adequate rating. So for World War III, an expert mission, which is the only expert mission that comes with the game. I think it might even be the only expert mission you can even download from their website. I think for a lot of folks, that's pretty darn good. And we still have 3 days to go. I have quite a few times gotten a great rating. I am not sure we're going to get that this time. 3 days is not a lot of days to get to 52. These objective cards only have 2 victory points, 3 victory points on them. So it's not like I can accumulate a whole bunch, even if I wanted to. There's that. I just don't see myself getting more than maybe 12. So that would put us at a good rating, which is still a pretty darn good finish. Okay, so with that being said, we are getting ready to start day number 10. I did want to stop and explain something which I probably should have explained on video 1, but for those of you dedicated enough to make it this far into the series, I wanted to explain that the Marines, how that works. I always said that you take the Harriers with you. There's 2 things. Number 1, the Harriers have this special ability that if they're flying low, when a bandit hits them, so this is only when they're flying low. See how right here, if I roll a 5 or a 6, I would add 1 stress. But if I rolled a 7 or an 8, it would add 2 stress, and then the pilot would lose all of his munitions. So all the bombs he was carrying would get dropped. The Harriers don't lose any bombs. They do get destroyed if it was a 9 or more in this situation. But if it was a 7 or 8, they would just take 2 stress and they still hold onto their bombs. So the Harriers have that ability to keep their bombs even if there's a bad die roll. So that's the special ability of the Harriers. And then the other thing about the Marine Corps campaign is this target deck. Remember we went through and you had to take every number, right, and pull it out of the bigger deck, right? So that's all the targets. We would take every number and then we would shuffle them up, and that's how I got this big deck of targets, right? Well, with the Marine deck, you actually have to have separate decks. You would make one deck that's just this region, and then another deck that's that region, and another one that's that one. And the whole idea is when you start the game, you only have these targets available to you. You cannot go after any of these targets at all. And then you have to, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. I would have to successfully destroy 3 targets. And once I get over half, or at least half, then what I would do is I would take this deck of cards and shuffle it in with the 2 that are left, right? So let's say these are the 2 that I had left. I would then take this deck of cards and shuffle it in with that. So now I have this region and that region available. So now I just need to destroy enough targets to get at least half. Again, it doesn't matter if I draw these 2. I see, this is where you get into fringe rules, but I think these 2 count towards half. It's just a total count. It doesn't matter where they're actually located. But once I got half of these destroyed, then this unlocks. And so by the end of the campaign, you can make it all the way down to here. But in order to get from one band to the next, you have to unlock and destroy enough targets. So that's how the Marines work. And every Harrier jet gives you 12 special operation points if you're doing a long campaign. So if you have, 12 planes like I do here, that's 144 special operation points that's just given to you on top of the 54 you already have. So You just have you just spend special operation points like you're, you know, in Beverly Hills and you're the richest person in the land. So it's very frustrating. You can't get emotionally attached to your pilots because they do get killed. The Harriers are not very good at staying alive. They don't have any ability to shoot anti-radar. So these AGM-88s, which you see me use all the time, Harriers are not allowed to use these. So see how they have that special ability to take out radar targets and they can shoot 4 spaces away? Or 3 spaces away, I apologize. You can shoot 3 spaces away with it. These AGM-88s are amazing, and you can see I use them a lot to stay alive, right? So I take out radar sites before I even get there, right? The Harriers do not have these. They cannot use them, and neither can you if you're doing the Marines. So that means you have to take your punches as you're flying in, and it makes things, you know, the ECM pod is very important for them, and makes it hard. So anyways, I'm 6 minutes in. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, my recon value is 6. So we now have, okay, this is a penalty that happens if I fail to destroy the target. So if I fail to destroy the target, all campaign counters move 1 to the left, and what they're referring to are these. These would move to the left. So that's actually not a good one. This would be a primary mission. Let's see if we can get a secondary. Move any 1 campaign counter 1 to the left at the end of each day. This is another primary mission. I'm going to look up penalty, but I think as long as I don't accept the mission, this isn't going to hurt me. The improvement, as you can see, that I have to keep out. So let me look up penalty. Keyword penalty. I know you're not seeing anything, but I am with my other hand trying to get there. Here we go. If you select it for the mission and do not destroy the target, you get the penalty. As long as I don't select that for my mission, I'm fine. So then we get to, okay, how many victory points are we talking about? 3 and 3, they're both the same. This one I have to do, so I'm probably just going to ignore that. And let's see if we can get a secondary. Nope. And boom. A scramble just happened. And yeah, this is bad. So I should have stopped. So I made a very poor mistake. The good news is it's the same number of victory points, so that part's fine. But the poor mistake is this has to be my mission now. That's what the keyword scramble means. And here you can see that I could lose the campaign, which I thought was true for all scrambles, but maybe it's not. I may have said that rule wrong to you guys. This one for sure is out, so I'm going to just discard this. I'm not too worried about that, but this is going to happen. I can't go after this today. So I'm going to just set it aside. And one of my counters at the end of the day is going to move 1 to the left. I'm going to go ahead and just do that now. I'm just going to move this one 1 to the left because it doesn't hurt me. I do get to pick. So I'm just going to do that now so I don't forget. And if I happen to move it to the right because I destroy this target, that's no big deal. Yes, I do like to do things a little out of order, but that's fine. So this is a carrier defense. I need 6 SU-7s. So this is a good mission to have for those of you learning the game. There are special counters that don't go into your bandit pool called SU-7s here. So here you can see I have, and there's 2 on one side and 1 on the other. So I actually have 6 SU-7s. That's what that is. These do not go into your bandit deck. They are special counters you keep aside, and you can see I have some other ones there. I think those are SU-24s. Okay, so these are bombers. Actually, these are bombers, just like our A6 intruders, and they're trying to bomb us. That's what this is. So these are actually on a mission to bomb us, and we have to go in and shoot them out, shoot them down. Okay. We are going to be drawing more bandits, so they're going to have like a fighter escort, you know, theoretically. The good news is the victory points is not any lower than the other mission. So I'm going to write down 59. The problem is even if I succeed at this, 3 victory points isn't going to get me to 52. So that's why I'm pretty convinced I'm not going to get the highest rating, but that's fine. So now I get to pick 4 guys to go on the mission. The Tomcats for sure are going. So we have Teflon here, who does have 4 stress, which isn't good. And then Farm Boy has 0 stress, so he's for sure going. And then Bear is usually really good. See, he's good at air-to-air, but he has 2 stress on him. So you have to think about this. 59 is only going to get 1 stress. As you can see, 59 is right here. So Talon for sure is going to rest. I'm only taking 4 planes, so we can give some rest to various planes. Extra and Kraken are both ready to go, but these are all air targets. There's no land targets at all. So that doesn't do us any good. Teflon could use some rest, as you can see there, but so this is a tougher choice than I thought. I do need to bring 4. I also have to look at my AWACS situation. So there you have 6, and here we have 6. This one is shaken. That one is also shaken. Shaken, by the way, doesn't hurt them at all. But if they ever get above the 9 threshold there, so if that one ever has more than 9 stress and this one ever has more than 8, then they can't go on a mission, period. So it's sort of a, do I not take them on a mission now or not take them on a mission later? Since these are all air-to-air, Teflon is fast, so he will be able to shoot first. Farm Boy is not fast, but he will be able to shoot first twice because we have that ability. We have this one with a 1. Mustang there has a +1 air-to-air, so he's going to go with them. I'm basically picking whoever has the best air-to-air abilities. Talon, by the way, has good air-to-air, although he has 4 stress. Bear has the best air-to-air of all the Hornets, but he's sitting on 2 stress. Should I? And my answer is yes, I shall. I will take Bear with me, and those will be my 4. It's unfortunate because some of these have no stress on them at all, and they're not going. Like Cowboy probably should go, but he has a +0 to his air-to-air. So he's not the best at it, and I would rather save him for the next mission. And I'm going to choose not to take, I'm not going to take any AWACS. We're going to rest them, or am I? Oh, I see, I keep changing my mind. This one gives a +1 to all air-to-air rolls, and that might be worth it. Because here's my other dilemma. I have 0 SO points. See that? So I can't buy any Phoenix missiles. Yeah, I'm going to sit my AWACS. We're going to just sit them out this mission, and it's just going to be those 4. Okay, so my usual lineup, and they all have, as you see, they all have 8 weight points, and it's a 0 weight point penalty mission. So I'm going to be able to go in with everything. So I'm going to just, I'm going to put my munitions here. All of my guys are going to have the same exact munitions. And I can do this because I'm doing nothing but air targets. So I don't have to like think differently for each one. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm going to get 2 more aim 7s for 6, 7, and then an aim 9 for 8. So everybody is going to be equipped with that. And that's just going to save me the time of pulling out tokens while you're sitting here watching. And then what I'm going to do is Teflon, Talon, Mustang, Well, Talon's not in this one. Bear. Where's Farm Boy? Okay, he didn't just get up and walk away. Well, Farm Boy is around here somewhere. I guess I'm going to use Talon instead of Farm Boy. Let me put this back. I found him. Farm Boy is sitting right on top of Farm Boy. Okay, we're going to do this. I'm pretty convinced I'm going to be doing something like this, or I'm just going to have one fighter coming in from every direction. Okay, Bear gets no special action points. Mustang gets 1. And see, that might be the reason. Yes, it is the reason. I'm going to sit Bear out, and I'm going to put Cowboy in. And I'm doing it for 2 reasons. Number 1, Cowboy has no stress. So he can afford to go on a mission. And number 2, Cowboy has this. So when you're in an all-air mission like this, where you need to take these out and you have a bunch of bandits being drawn, it's going to get very chaotic, and you're going to want to go fast and slow, right? So you're going to want to fire first at the fast phase, then you're going to want to go again at the slow phase, and being able to go twice in one round might be what's going to save you from taking a lot of damage. Now, I am just realizing that Bear is fast, so choices. Okay, we're going to bring Cowboy back. We'll put Bear up there. Bear at least can shoot fast. Let's do that. And off we go. I'm going to just set these up here in the corner. Okay, so we assigned our pilots, we armed our aircraft, draw a target bound event card, destroy 1 random site in the center area. We have no sites in the center area, so that does us no good. It was a great card though. Place our aircraft, I did that. Determine and place bandits. So we're going to get 1 on every approach and then 3 in the middle. So 1, 1, 1, 1, and then 1, 2. Whew, I drew a lot of them. Look at that. Holy cow. Only 2, no bandits. Okay, this one's got a range of 4, and he's in the middle. And then we have a couple with range of 2. This range 3, and there's a range 4 there. So remember the intel adjustment, we get to kill 1, which I think is what we do right now. So I'm going to do that. This guy, the MiG-25, is gone. That just saved us a lot of heartache. And now we draw our over target event card. During turn 1, sites and bandits conduct their attacks before fast pilots. That blows. There's no other word for it. So I'm going to get a drink of my coffee here. Yeah, that blows. So looking at the scene, we're going to get attacked twice. Now, yeah, never mind. We'll deal with it when we get there. Okay, now we're on turn 1, and these 2 are going to get to attack now. This guy can shoot anybody 3 spaces away, which are these 3 targets. He can't hit Bear. Okay, so I'm going to just roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 1, 2, 3 is Teflon. So now we're going to roll the countermeasures. Countermeasures failed. So Teflon's going to take, he has to take the 2 stress. This is bad because Teflon is now shaken. Okay, so 2, 4, 5, 6 stress. He's now shaken. But we have to do it because the 4 is way better than the 6, and he takes another stress. So he's now up to 7 stress. Teflon is not in a good position. And then this guy can hit anybody. So we're going to go 2, 4, 6, 8, reroll on 9 and 10. And he rolled a 1, so he's going after Teflon again. So let's hope the countermeasure works. I rolled a 1, so I cannot take the 2 stress. If I do, Teflon leaves the mission. Oh. Well, he's going to leave the mission no matter what. I need Teflon's missiles. I really do. I'm not going to win this mission without him. If I roll an 8 or... if I roll a 5 or more, he's going to lose all of his munitions anyways. So here's the situation. If I put this 2 stress on him, he's still in the mission with 9 stress. But if I roll a 2 or better here, he's going to take 1 more stress and then have to exit the mission. That's the problem. If I don't take the 2 stress, then I'm putting all my luck in 1 die, and what's the chances? I mean, a 5 or less, or a 4 or less is only a 40% chance. I have a 60% chance he's going to lose all of his munitions anyways, which makes him, so even if I roll a 6, even if he stays in the mission, if he doesn't have any munitions to fire, he's still useless. Now, if I roll 2 dice, there is a chance I can roll a 1, but it's, what, it's 2 out of 12? It's 1 out of 6. That sounds worse than 40%. I'm going to take the 2 stress off. We're not going to evade. Let's see what we get. I rolled a 5. Just out of curiosity, what would it have been? There's the 4. That 4 would have still caused him to gain so much stress he can't participate in the mission. So now he takes 2 stress for the 5, and he loses all of his munition. Teflon's out. So we're just going to take him out, and he's no longer in the mission. That card hurt so badly, because what's going to happen now is Mustang... well, and that just brings up all kinds of rule questions that I don't usually run into. I want to get it right so somebody doesn't post and tell me how much I suck. I'm sure they'll do it anyways. Okay, so the deal with stress. Should be in here somewhere. Okay. Those are really nice clarifications, but it doesn't... Oh, you're in here somewhere. Because it talks about shaken versus... Why am I missing this? Right here, stress as well. So when he has 0 to 6 stress, he uses his OK stats. He is fast and has +1 air combat, blah, blah, blah. When he has 7 to 11 stress, he becomes shaken. He becomes slow, da, da, da. When he has 12 or more, he is unfit. So what does unfit mean, though? So if I'm unfit, can I attack still? I'm assuming no. So he's still in the mission. He's just unfit. Okay. So he hasn't left yet. Now, the reason this is important is he's our flight leader, as you can see. So he can still dish out his candy. and that's what I'm after. He's going to dish out his candy so Bear can go slow. Bear's going to go fast automatically, but this will allow him to go fast and slow. And then Farm Boy is going to go fast. And actually, you know what? Bear doesn't need to use his. Bear has nobody to attack. But Mustang's going to go and use his. You know what? These guys don't need to use theirs because they already went. All right. So we're going to expend one aim 7 on Farm Boy and Mustang. Mustang's going to go there. He's destroyed. Farm Boy, destroyed. They both hit their targets. Okay, Bear technically has the aim 7, so I do have a weird situation where they now have a different number of weapons, but Bear will just be that next row. Okay, so we are done. Nobody's able to attack anybody anymore. We can move and they can move, so we're going to go ahead and move in. And they're not going to move because we are now in their range. And we are on to turn 2. Okay, where is he at? Teflon is just staying on the outer rim. He doesn't want to go in for an attack. He's unfit. So now Teflon's going to spend his point for Bear to go twice. These guys, Farm Boy's going to spend his and Mustang. Everybody's going fast and slow. So Bear's going to, we're going to just spend one of these because everybody's shooting. And we're going to start with Bear. Bear's going to attack that MiG-23 right there. And we hit it. Then we're going to move to Farm Boy, who gets a +2. He's going to go after that one. 1 + 2 is 3. That's not even close. So he missed. So then Mustang's going to attack that one. Oh my gosh. We missed again. So now this one's going to get to attack. 3, 6, 9. So he's attacking Bear. Bear's going to use his countermeasure. It succeeded. Okay, we're at least fine there. So now we're going to expend another one for the slow phase. Bear's going to attack. We got him. And Mustang's going to attack these bombers. So it is a 2. Mustang gets a +1 for 3. This adds 2 more for 5. And it's not enough. Jesus. Okay, Farm Boy got one. So one of the targets is down, but you just flip it over, like so. All right, and we're done, so we're moving in. Teflon is going to fly away because he's no longer needed. And then we go to turn 3. We can't go fast and slow anymore except for Farm Boy. Farm Boy has one more point, and he will go ahead and, well, we'll just hold on to it for now. But so they're all going to go. By the way, these guys can't fire back. They're just there to bomb. So it's a turkey shoot right now. So we're going to spend 1. And we'll start with Bear. Bear got a hit. So we got another one down. Farm Boy got a 1, 2, 3. And then Farm Boy is 4, 5. Oh man, that's still a miss, isn't it? It is. Oh, geez Louise. Okay, we're in trouble. So now we go to turn 4, and we are over the target. We're going to have to use cannons. No. We're not over the target yet. We're going to stay out for now. And this is getting a little complicated because Farm Boy is going to use his aim 7. So now we have Bear has 2 of them, Farm Boy has 0, everybody else has at least 1. So Farm Boy is going to use his special awareness. He went twice in that last round. So there we go, we finally knocked that one out. Okay, so Farm Boy is going to move in because he's out of aim 7s. These two still have 1 aim 7 left. So we are on turn 4, and Bear's going to go. 3 plus 2 is 5, but this adds plus 2 to 7. So we got just enough to take this one out. So we got one of the chips gone. And that's this one. And then Mustang's going to go. I rolled a 10, so another one's gone. And now Farm Boy is going to go with an aim 9. And it's a miss. That's not good. Okay, now we're on the last turn of the game. Everybody's moved in. Well, Bear doesn't have to. He still has an aim 7, but these two need to. So Bear will shoot his aim 7. 2, 4, 6. Bear got him. And so we won that mission. I apologize because this got a lot more complicated than I originally intended. But it did save me some time. We did win. The unfortunate part is we have one unfit pilot, and I have no ability to give him special R&R, so he's just not going to be able to participate in the next mission. So we won. 59 was destroyed. So let me move some stuff out of the way so I can get my sheet out here. So we ended up getting 3. So we're up to 37. And just in case you're tracking, we were at the tip of adequate. So all we need is one more victory point, and we made it into the good range. So that's a decent campaign. Recon and Infra are both 1. Recon's already maxed out. Infra, remember we moved it back because of our penalty, but now we're going to move it forward. And we do have to fly home, so let's do this. Roll 1 attack against a random aircraft. Roll 1 less for every air-to-ground counter expended. We don't have any. So let's do a random aircraft. Teflon is considered one of them. So we're going to do 2, 4, 6, 8. This is now Mustang, because he's over on the left. So we're going to do ECM. Okay, that missed. So now we're going to roll. Oh my gosh, I rolled a 10. Look what just happened. Destroyed. Okay, so Mustang is destroyed from the crappiest roll ever in the history of DVG. So it doesn't change much except, let me just finish this. So now we got to do the SAR operation here. So I'm going to go ahead and roll. I have no air-to-ground counters to modify. The good news is we don't get a penalty because there's no weight point penalty for this particular mission. So I'm going to go ahead and roll, and I rolled a 1. A 1 means he's missing an action and he's removed from the game. It just gets worse. So I do have this card that says add 2 to all your search. Oh. Uh-oh. I don't remember which of the 2 it was. Was it the top one or the bottom one? It was the top one because it says until the end of the campaign. Add 2 to all your search and rescue rolls. Well, I added 2 to a crappy 1, and it's still not enough. So Mustang is now out of the game. So he got destroyed, and he is out. He was a veteran. And we're only going to get 1 experience point for this because of that. So Farm Boy gets 1. And it's not enough. Teflon does get 1. 13. That's 8. That's not enough. Bear gets 1. He subtracts 8. So that's 2, 7. He has 9. That's not enough for Bear. And that's it. So we're now down a pilot. Oh, well, good thing we're near the end. So that ends day number 10. We lost a pilot forever. Rest in peace, Mustang. Mustang had a +3 air-to-ground rating. He was our best air-to-ground pilot of everybody in the entire fleet. So that hurt. Okay, but we are done, and we did succeed in the mission, and we will see you for day 11.